I was sitting on the edge of my bed when the message arrived. Mom, please don't come tonight. My in-laws don't want you here. I read it slowly. Once. Then again. The room felt unbearably quiet, as if even the walls were listening. I had already prepared everything. A simple, elegant outfit lay neatly on my bed. I had chosen it carefully hours earlier. Nothing expensive. Nothing loud. Just clean, graceful clothing that showed respect. The kind of outfit a mother wears when she wants to avoid attention, not draw it. Next to it was a small gift bag. Inside was a carefully wrapped present for my son's in-laws. I had saved money over time to buy it. I wanted to arrive with dignity, not empty-handed. I wanted to show appreciation, even though no one had asked me to. My purse rested on the bedside table. Earlier that afternoon, I had withdrawn cash from the bank. Fresh bills, counted twice. My son had mentioned the party days ago and hinted that he might need financial help. As always, I had agreed without hesitation. Now everything was ready. The clothes. The gift. The cash. And a single message telling me I was not welcome. I replied with only 2 words. Okay. I did not cry. Not yet. An hour later, my phone rang. It was my son. Are you upset? He asked carefully. No, I replied calmly. You said not to come. I won't. There was a pause. It's complicated, he said. They're very particular about appearances. Appearances? I asked. They think you might embarrass them. I waited. They called you an old woman, he finally admitted. They said if I wanted peace in my marriage, should keep some distance from you. Distance. From the woman who raised him. From the woman who sacrificed her youth so he could have a future. They also told me, he continued quietly, that if you did come, I should joke about your age. Make fun of you a little. Just to keep things light. I closed my eyes. Did you laugh? I asked. And none of it mattered. I typed back slowly. Okay. That was all. No argument. No questions. No tears. At least not yet. The phone rang about an hour later. It was my son. His voice sounded tense. Did you see my message? He asked. Yes, I replied. There was an awkward pause. You're not angry, right? No, I said calmly. You asked me not to come. I won't. He exhaled slowly, as if relieved. It's just, they're very particular people, he began. They care a lot about how things look. How what looks? I asked. Another pause. They said you don't fit the image they want in front of their guests. I said nothing. They think you look too old. Still, I stayed silent. They actually laughed, he continued, his voice dropping. They said, why would you bring an old woman to a modern party? My grip tightened around the phone. They asked me to call you, he went on, and make sure you didn't come. They said if you showed up, should introduce you as a distant relative. Or joke about your age. Something like, she forgets things, she's from another time. I closed my eyes. They wanted you to insult me, I said. They said it would make people comfortable, he replied quietly. They told me to call you an old woman. In front of everyone. They said it would be funny. Funny. I swallowed. Did you say it? I asked. Yes, he admitted. I said it. I told them you were old-fashioned. They laughed. That was the moment. Not when he told me not to come. Not when he repeated their words. But when he admitted that he joined them. After the call ended, I sat there for a long time. I didn't move. I didn't cry. I just stared at the outfit on my bed. At the gift. At the cash.
All the effort I had made to shrink myself, to be acceptable, to not embarrass anyone. I stood up slowly and walked to the mirror. Yes, my hair was gray. Yes, my face showed age. Yes, my body carried the weight of years. But those years were not empty. They were filled with work. With sacrifice. With nights spent awake so someone else could sleep peacefully. I folded the clothes carefully and placed them back into the closet. I pushed the gift under the bed. Then I picked up my purse. The cash was still inside. Money meant for people who believed age was shameful. I sat back down on the bed. And I made a call. I did not shout. I did not explain my pain. I spoke clearly, calmly, and professionally. I asked questions. I confirmed details. I authorized actions. By the time I hung up, everything was in motion. That night, while my son stood at the party smiling beside people who had insulted his mother, consequences were quietly unfolding. The financial support that sustained their lifestyle. The business loan that kept their company alive. The property papers they proudly displayed. All of it traced back to me. The old woman. The next morning, panic replaced arrogance. Calls were made. Voices shook. Questions were asked. By evening, my son was standing at my door. His eyes were red. "They're furious," he said. "They didn't know. They said it was just a joke." I looked at him. "Humiliation is never a joke," I said. "They want to apologize," he continued quickly. "They want you to come for dinner. They say they respect you now." I shook my head. "Respect offered after damage is control," I replied. "Not respect." He broke down. "I chose peace over you," he whispered. "Yes," I said. "You did." I placed my purse on the table. "The money stays with me," I said. "It will not fund people who taught you to degrade your own mother for entertainment." He cried openly now. I stood up. "One day," I said quietly, "you will age too.
And when that day comes, you will remember how easily you called your mother old." I walked him to the door. I did not argue. I did not raise my voice. I simply closed it. That night, I lay down fully dressed. The gift unopened. The clothes untouched. My dignity intact. And for the first time in years, I slept without regret.